galaxy. And there's Morecambe Bay. Over towards Heysham. Oh, this is nice, isn't it? Excuse the weeds, we are feeding the bees. A small village, Northwest in Bloom 2022. It's nice, isn't it? Mad Hatter's Cafe. Eat, drink and be happy. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, they look like good scones. And over there's Grange. Zoe.
Hey.
Away. Galaxy.
And me.
The graveyard on the authority of Her Majesty's Privy Council and the Diocese of Blackburn St Peter's graveyard is now closed. Reluctant, the PCC asks that you do not scatter the ashes of loved ones within the graveyard. Welcome to the Glebe Garden. So let's have a look and see what we've got. It's all very pretty. Oh. Fosters. These are lovely, aren't they? Those dogs are having a bit of fun. Oh, look at those. Over there. They'll be there for the coronation.
Andy, get going.
And the mouse. He's got his shoes off, putting his feet up. There's a little piggery. How nice is that? Memory bench. Sarah Gilbert, inventor, Oxford COVID vaccine and mother of triplets. Let's go and find the others. Wayne's out with his drone and here we are. What a nice little garden that is, Wayne. St Peter's Church, Heysham. Gorgeous view. And this stone is dedicated to the memory of the 7 men who lost their lives in the helicopter incident on the 27th of December 2006. They were coming back from one of the gas rigs out in the in Morecambe Bay. Shame. It's beautiful out there, look at that. And that's an old one. Edward Edmondson, he died in 1897, aged 25. It's that old, it's having to be propped up. In loving memory, Harriet Agnes, age 18 years, and Mabel, age 14 years, the dearly loved daughters of George Annie Agnes Wright of Heysham Lodge, who were drowned whilst bathing in Morecambe Bay on the 24th of June 1895 in sight of their home. What a shame. Saints, pirates and pilgrims. The ruins of St Patrick's Chapel stand on a prominent rock outcrop overlooking Morecambe Bay, with St Peter's Church nestling in a hollow below. Together, this pair of religious buildings highlight the importance of this place to early Anglo-Saxon Christians. The hogback stone inside St Peter's Church, which once lay in the churchyard, is one of the most ornately carved and best preserved examples in the British Isles. This decoratively carved stone dates back to around 950 AD and may have originally marked an important grave. Hogback tombstones are a unique British phenomenon and exemplify the mixing of Viking pagan beliefs with early Anglican Christianity through intricately carved scenes. And this runs at the back of the churchyard, graveyard, up to the headland and the chapel. St Patrick's Chapel. The original Anglo-Saxon chapel at this site is thought to have been established a short distance from the rock-cut graves during the 8th century, around 1300 years ago. It is likely the graves would have been originally covered with heavy stone slabs, and the sockets at the head of the graves indicate that each one would have been marked with a cross. It is thought that the graves contained disarticulated bones rather than complete skeletons, and that they may have functioned as reliquaries to hold the remains of saints and other important Christians, perhaps even those of St Patrick himself. As such, they may have acted as an important focus of veneration and pilgrimage, with St Patrick's Chapel being established here to draw upon their significance and association. And that's a reconstruction of the extended 10th century chapel and cemetery. These are those stone graves. And this is where they think that maybe the crosses were, in these holes here. What a lovely place to be buried. Remnants of plaster and paint have been found at the site, which indicates that the early chapel had decorated walls, perhaps suggesting a wealthy patron. The chapel would have also been too small to accommodate a congregation, so preaching is likely to have taken place outside. Yeah, well, it is small. It wouldn't have been big enough to hold a congregation. Got fishermen out there. Tide's obviously coming in. That bird hovering up there. What sort of bird's that? Just hovering. It's looking for vermin, isn't it?
Well, it's a hawk.
The hawk?
Yeah, some sort of.
And here comes Waning Galaxy, dilly-dallying behind. And there's Heysham Power Station up there. That tide must be coming in, is it, if they're fishing?
I think so.
What you've got on your doorstep if you just drive 5 minutes down the road. Well, 10 minutes. Oh, there's somebody fishing there as well. Nice little cove. Oh, Galaxy, don't go so close to edge. Hello. Wildlife on the Heysham coast with birds, shrubs and seagrass.
Probably a monument to sailors.
Yeah. Ship by Anna Gillespie, 2019. Fabricated by Castle Fine Arts Foundry with thanks to Lancaster City Council, Morecambe Bay. And there we are. And it's like he's right looking right at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he's going to smile at you. Just turn and have a look at his face. It looks like he's going to smile at you. It looks like he's looking what you're doing.
Yeah.
And then he's going to smile at you. Isn't it? The ship's coming in a bit closer. Stena line. Looks like a cargo ship. So, what a lovely day. It's going to be nicer tomorrow. Even warmer tomorrow. Look at the kids on the beach, bless them. They've even got a little parasol up. It's not often you see that in Morecambe, Heysham. And we will rest for a drink. Half Moon Bay Cafe. Where there is food, there is love. So we've stopped for a drink. 2 Stobbarts, peas in pods. The shape of water, changing tides. You'll see large numbers of wading birds feeding here. At high tide, the waders leave the rich pickings of the mud and sand flats for the safety of onshore roost sites. Half Moon Bay or on the small rocky island called Skiers. At low tide, these birds return to feed on the millions of worms and shellfish. The bay supports 210,000 birds and is listed in the top 3 sites in the UK for wintering waders and wildfowl. Half Moon Bay is part of the Morecambe Bay site of special scientific interest. National Trust Heysham Coast. Look at all those bluebells. I think that's the way you have to go rambling through the woods, isn't it?
I don't know.
I think so.
Go that way, though. Where are you going this way?
Oh, hello.
Alexi, come on. Yeah. Come on.
It's a wonder those trees don't landslide, isn't it?
Yeah.
Listen at all the birds.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's an old house, isn't it? No. 1681, Yew Tree Cottage, and up there's towards Heysham Village. You used to be able to get, what was it, nettle beer?
Yeah.
Up there.
Yeah, that pub there. The Royal.
The Royal Nettle Beer. We had a nice meal there, didn't we? The Mad Hatter's Tea Room this way, not this way. Queen of Hearts tarts, coffees and teas, ice cream, hot dogs, freshly made sandwiches. I'm late for a very important date. It's always tea time. No wonder you're late. This watch is exactly 2 days slow. I like big cups and I cannot lie. Horses back in the field. I wondered where they were when we were on our way out. He come in. Galaxy. He come in. You hot. You found him. You'll be able to get your nose out at car window, hey? Where are you now?